You see the screen, right? Yes, I see the reactions. So I stress remote teams most of the time, but in fact, WebWork can be used by everyone because I guess most of you here, most of our guests are not working in big companies and enterprises, but most probably they are freelancers, let's say. So WebWork Tracker can also be used by everyone from remote teams to freelancers to office-based companies. In today's webinar, we will explore the key features of WebWork, including user interface, how to work with people in your workspace, how to organize your projects and tasks within your workspace, what kind of analytical reports you will get. We will observe more about real-time monitoring today and much more. Let's get started. Okay, as you can see, this is a test account dashboard whenever you sign up for your WebWork account, and the sign up is pretty easy. You can just navigate to our WebWork official web page, sign up page, register, fill your email, create your password, and voila, you are signed up for our free trial of 14 days, 2 weeks, where you will have your accessibility to all our basic plan features, because it's important to keep the overall image of the product before you will sign up for the paid subscription, right? So once you sign up, create a workspace, you see the dashboard with a clear overview of the employee's ongoing tasks. You can filter it according to needs. So you can see a short summary of the employee's activity, tracked time, today's activity with the tracked hours and the activity level. And you can also check the productivity, deadlines if you're interested, see the top members with the graphs, charts, tables, and so forth, attendance, some kind of screenshot summary here, and so forth. Note that everything I show and tell can apply to both teams and freelancers. So keep that in mind during the whole webinar. So how do you get here? By signing up and setting up your workspace. First, you create an account, customize the workspace settings according to your requirements and preferences, such as some kind of account permissions. You can disable or enable some kind of notifications for your workspace employees, set up your attendance schedules for your workspace, and so forth. Then the admin that creates the workspace, we love to say the owner of the workspace, needs to invite their team members and assign at least one project to them in order to enable tracking. I want to highlight one more time that you can have at least one general project in your workspace, which can be assigned to all your team members in order to enable tracking. So this is how you can make your invitations. If you navigate to the, you see my screen, right? Yes. If you navigate to the workspace members, people members section, here we have a couple of invitation options for your team members. Let's say you have a really big team and want just with one click to invite everyone. You can use this bulk invitation option. Choose your Excel file by following the structure mentioned here, and you can click invite. Or you can use this other button to make separate invitation for your team member by filling their email ID and choosing the role within your workspace and click invite. Also, you can generate anytime your invitation link to share it with your team member. Whenever you will whenever you will invite your team members. They will receive the invitation link. They can to their email. They can pass through the link, create their password, add their names, surnames, and join your workspace. Let me tell you that within one workspace, you can have unlimited members, project tasks, and in one workspace, you can have different kinds of member roles and give this members different activities. Yeah, for instance, microphone scratches, I think. Yeah, it's fixed. Okay. All right. So let's delve into the member roles that we suggest. For example, like the admin, which we call the owner of the workspace, is the main role in the workspace, having access to all the reports, all the data, all the analysis within his or her workspace. The owner so has the highest level of authority. They build the account, they have control over the entire organization. They have complete control over workspace settings, member permissions, and overall management. Then hierarchically, we have the executive manager role. Executive manager role is typically assigned to individuals with high managerial responsibilities. They have the authority to oversee and create projects, monitor progress on those projects, and make high-level decisions. The executive manager role may have access to all workspace data and reports, analytics, to gain the overall insights into the overall project portfolio. If the owner wants, they can also give access to the executive manager to manage and view the team's financial information, for example, rates, invoices, also make payments from their end for the subscription, and so forth. The next member role is project manager. Project managers are responsible for specific projects within your workspace. They have access to project-specific features, data, and employees, and can evaluate the performance of their project only. Let me show you how to give this project manager a managerial permission for a specific project. So you can, let's say, Liana here is our project manager, and if you see this button of settings here, you can click on it and choose whatever project you want Liana, your project manager, let's say, to manage, to see the reports, to see the employees under those projects, and so forth. The next member role is employees. Employees are well, just like the name suggests, employees. They can access their own reports, statistics, and those of other members in the same project. They have access to only their reports. Okay. Except for these 4 member roles, we have one more member tab, which is called project viewers. If you navigate here, you will be able to invite a project viewer to your workspace. This project viewers, just like the name says, can only view the projects, and they have limited permissions in the workspace. What I mean is that they can access specific projects as viewers, the project that will be assigned to them, but they do not have the ability to make changes or track for themselves or contribute directly to the projects and so forth. They can review project details, view tasks, monitor progress. You can assign this role to, let's say, stakeholders or your clients if you want to give the overall image of the progress on their projects. And what is the best part is that project view role is not billable. So again, you can invite unlimited viewers and give them accessibility to a particular project and not get billed for them. By assigning these roles to team members, you see how it is easy to manage the responsibilities and accessibilities within your workspace. These different kinds of member roles help you to foster effective collaboration, project management. You can ensure that everyone has the right level of access and responsibility within your workspace, right? If everything is clear with this part, we can go forward. If you are happy with this feature, feel free to send me your reactions. Okay. All right. I think we can go forward now. And the next part I would like to cover, the topic will be how to manage your projects and tasks within your workspace. Yes, with this task and project management, you can effectively plan, organize, track your projects, tasks, ensure smooth workflow, enhance productivity of your remote and not only remote teams. Let's see how. If we navigate to the project section here, from this project section, you will be able to create a project by clicking on this purple button, and you can fill the project name here. Okay, you can give some kind of additional information, whatever you want to share. You can set the start time, the estimated interval, and hours for this project. Give some kind of project notes for your employees, for your team members, and click Save. Okay. Once you create your first project, you can assign it to either all your workspace members with just one click. Let's do it, okay. With just one click here, and you will see this pop up to set the project settings for your employees. Here we have weekly limits, which means how much time you will enable your team members to track for this exact project. We have screenshot modes. We will talk about it definitely a little bit later. And you can also set hourly rates to manage the invoice generation based on the tracked time and hourly rates per member per project, and click Add. Also, you can make individual project assignments with the other button, which will let you choose from the drop-down list your team member and again set up your project settings. Project assignments can also be done in the contract section. Right here, if you click on the contract section, you will be able to check all the contracts with their setting details, and you can use these filters to customize your contract list from here. And if you are interested in project assignment that will be team-based, you can click on this Add New button, choose your project which you want to assign to a particular team, select your team here, and set up the project details. Also, you have this checkbox for assignment of all the tasks, and create your contract. Let's quickly go back to this members section where you have the team section, which means that within your workspace, you will be able to create different kinds of teams or departments, as you would like to call it, and you can classify your team members according to these different teams with the easy drag and drag functionality. And This will help you to generate team-based reports to see the productivity that is team-based and classify your team members according to their responsibilities and according to their roles. All our contracts, all tasks, all projects are ongoing for an employee unless you manually post them or unassign it from your employee or simply delete them. Now, let's navigate to task section where you will be able to create unlimited tasks within your projects with just one click. You can choose your project from your project list and click add a new tasks where you can type the task name, give some kind of details about the priorities, give some kind of comments here, attach files, choose the task statuses, choose your assignee for this task. And these tasks can be added by all team members according to the owner's workspace permissions. So it can be either enabled or disabled for your employees. We have different kinds of task display here. As you wish, you can choose either the board display or by list display. You can see whatever task status to set to be demonstrated. And if you want to see only your tasks, you can click here and the dashboard will show you only the tasks that are assigned to you. Let's click on one of the tasks. From here, in the tasks details, you will be able to create a subtasks as well and give some kind of comments to make the task interactive with your, to break it down with different steps for your employee to make it easier to understand. You can give the description of the task, the title of the tasks, and so forth. I bet you noticed this small setting button here. Let me clarify what this means. Let's click on it together and see what do we have here. We have the workspace-based statuses that are the default one, which we provide within the system. But if you go to the custom section, here everyone can customize, add, or remove task statuses based on the project. So you can have workspace-based statuses and also individual project-based statuses according to your needs. Okay. In a workspace-based task management system, task statuses typically focus on all tasks within all the projects, while project-based statuses provide an overview of the specific project progress. So different permissions can be, according to the member roles, can be done by managing the projects and tasks. Okay. What kind of questions would you like to share? We can discuss it before switching to the next part. I know the information is pretty much I know the features are pretty much because initially we had the goal to create a tool which will be all in one place. That's why we have 3 different sessions to cover all the features we provide to make it easy and not boring for you.
Right. Just to clarify, the statuses is basically just the regular Kanban one, like, backlog, doing, done, right? And it's just, yeah. It's like how if everybody is familiar with Trello here, which is basically like just really is a Kanban, whiteboard. Like there's a section where all of the tasks are being, added, and then the ones that you are going to do, you just move it to in progress or to doing, and then done. So it's like it's like a whiteboard with the sticky notes, right? You move things, but this is the digital version of it.
exactly. All right. Let's move forward, and I'm gonna speak about one of most favorite report within WebWork, which is real-time monitoring. Here is where you can find it. Okay. So this is the next valuable feature I want to talk about, and you can imagine you could see what exactly your employees are working on in real time. That's what you can do with this feature. You get immediate visibility into the current state of your projects, of your tasks, and your team's performance. You can quickly access up-to-date information without waiting for manual updates or reports. This is kind of a live workspace, right? In this live workspace dashboard, you can see who is currently working, how many employees are right now in your workspace, who is currently active, how many of them are absent, offline, and you can customize this and all other reports according to different kinds of filters. And whenever you see our employees, online employees, make any kind of changes, like they change the platform where they track their time, or change their projects, change their tasks, it will be displayed here in real time. So you will be able to follow their work and performance live. And also, if you would like to check who is currently non-productive, if you will have any non-productive employee here, you can customize it according to this filter and see what is the non-productive platform and who is this non-productive employee right now in your team, and make your decisions about what to do with them. So this feature really is helpful to monitor the availability and productivity of your team members. It will help you to ensure that work is progressing as planned. Team members update the progress of their projects or tasks, apps, and so forth, and WebWork Time Tracker reflects those updates in real time. Now, if we here you can see the platform names. Let me quickly introduce you how to set up the productivity level per platform, because if you navigate to the productivity apps and websites section, right, here you will be able to see mostly in used platforms by our customers. This list will be available for you as well, and you, I mean the executive manager and the owner of the workspace, will be able to differentiate the productivity level based on the platform. We have these 3 levels: non-productive, neutral, and productive. And if somehow you will not find any favorite platform that you would like to have here and choose between their productivity level, you can quickly request it, and our technical team will try to meet your needs by adding this platform to this list right away. Okay, so once we have these productivity levels set up, in the apps and websites, in the real-time monitoring report, you will be able to see the non-productive or most productive members and platforms here. Now, we will talk about some more reports, analytics, which will help you to scale your team's productivity and see how the project and task performance is going on. We can now talk about one very useful report, which is called activity level. So this is the next report that you will definitely benefit from in remote work. which is called activity level monitoring. This report is a valuable tool for monitoring and analyzing the activity and productivity levels of individuals or even teams within your workspace, because you can have this contract-based report or a member-based report. Let's quickly go to the admin settings, from where you have lots of settings here to dive in and see what kind of permissions and tracker settings you want to enable for your workspace, but we will focus on our productivity, activity level indicators. You see there are 3 different colors indicating 3 different activity levels: low, medium, and high, and you can anytime choose between those intervals, which will be set for your employee, for your workspace, and it will help you to generate this activity level report, which is mainly based on a creative formula created by our engineering team to scale the productivity based on keyboard strokes and mouse clicks. Let me highlight here that this activity level can be detected, tracked, in case you are using the desktop application. So the report is showing according to percentage. You can view it either by contracts or for teams, and WebWork offers this 3 activity levels, as I have mentioned. You can see it, the average level here as well, with their different colors. Easy as that. So you can compare this average activity levels of different team members and recognize high performance. Sounds good, right? As I mentioned, this report is generated by using a well-calculated formula that measures the percentage based on the quantity of mouse and keystrokes performed by your employee. So we talked about desktop application. Let me tell you that we are not finished with only our desktop application. We have also 3 other different tracker types, which will help you to choose between the platform according to your requirements. So our most favorite one is desktop application. And then we have web tracker, which will enable you to track via your browser. We have also mobile tracker, which will help you to track your time and geolocation with your mobile device. And also we have extension tracker type. So as I mentioned, activity level, productivity, platform usage, screenshots can be captured, detected only if you are using desktop application. Other trackers are really helpful if you want to track only your time or your geolocation with the mobile tracker. Okay, the next report is even more juicy, as it shows you what platform your employees use during your work. If you go to the reports, apps, and websites section, you will see here detailed information of the platform usage per member, per project, per type of the platform, because we have the classification of the platforms according to the categories. Also, you will be able to check the mouse, keyboard, scroll counts, activities on each of the platform by each of the employee, and inactive, the average inactive level by percentage, and the total hours that this user has spent on this exact platform. So besides taking screenshots and recording activity level, WebWork Desktop Time Tracker can also detect which platforms you are using and provide you the URLs if you would like to have the URL feature. So you can enable that from your settings for your workspace and get the URLs for the websites as well. It will work in the platform detection is nothing scattering your mind. So it will work in the background without disturbing your employees. So do not worry about that. Then you can view the application usage and identify how much time your employees allocate to work-related and non-work-related activities. You have the apps and websites searching option as well to see the report for a particular platform according to the productivity levels. And also for our all reports, you can customize the time interval, date interval, and export all the reports in different options. One more highlight here. Why I love this report most of the others is the option to customize it whatever way I can. What I mean is that if you click on these categories, you will see a couple of information data that you can choose what kind of data you want to include in just one single report. So if you want to see the task as well in this report, single report, you can check this box to get the task information here as well and download it in whatever option you want. Also, you can include the productivity level per platform, activity description, date, and so forth. So what kind of questions do you have in regard to this reports? Feel free to write down your questions in the chat box if you have.
Yeah, just to add in also, Hasmik, is I think most of the attendees that we have, typically they don't have employees. They're the freelancers themselves, or they're the staff or the remote worker themselves. And speaking from experience, the reason why this is really helpful as a freelancer is when you're billing per project and per hour, you usually need to go ahead and include what are the projects or how many hours did you work for this project and what were the tasks involved with that project. And so having this really helps kind of like justify that if, should your client or the company that you're working for requires you to send that, right? Not all clients will be requiring you to send these information, but at least if they do need it, having WebWork track this in the background without even you thinking is really, really useful.
Yeah, sure. This can be really useful for the freelancers if they want to track for themselves and then generate some kind of customizable timesheet report or invoices with their tracked hours and hourly rates, and share this information with their stakeholders or clients, or even freelancers can be the admin of the workspace and have their clients in their workspace as project viewers, so that they never get billed for them, but their clients can see the progress of their freelancers.
Yeah.
So the options are quite a lot. So we will make sure to cover this topic in our next sessions for sure, about the billing, the invoices, and so forth.
Yeah. And just to add in, this is just based on experience. It's like when you're actually doing as a freelancer, or even, as an employee, there are certain things that you're doing that this mindless tasks, like replying to emails or texting to whatever, or like the actual doing of the invoicing, the actual doing, the admin work itself. It's not even associated to a specific project. It's associated to you as your overhead cost, as a person, like coordinating or liaising with clients. I would highly recommend people to track that as well, because that's actually included in your overhead. Like I actually spend 1 hour processing my invoice. And you can't bill your client, you can't bill your client that I processed your invoice and 3 other clients, by the way, during that time. So having WebWork, having an application like WebWork tracking your overhead, time as well. It's your overhead cost for you as a freelancer is really useful. So you can make better, adjustments later, that I shouldn't spend so much time in this area, or how can I automate this, or how can I make this better? Yeah. Sorry, Yasmin, you can go in.
Okay, thank you. Okay, one more report I would like to introduce for today's session is our screenshots, because we have screen capturing feature as well with our tracker. These screenshot reports can be found in your Workspace screenshot section, which will show you the screenshot gallery with lots of useful information on it. Let me tell you that we have different kinds of screenshot mode. Let's quickly hop on the settings, screenshot settings, from where your admin will be able to choose how many screenshots you want to be captured, and choose the default screenshot mode. So we have 4 different modes that you can set per contract. The first one is screenshot, when you will see the clear picture of the monitor if you are interested in screen capturing feature for your employees. And on the screenshot, you will get also detailed information of the mouse clicks, keyboard actions, scroll actions, URLs, application usage, activity level, and so forth. The next mode is called no screenshot, which means the picture of the screen will be blank, but other details will still be available. And we have this background mode, which is working pretty well in case you don't want to bother your employees with pop-up notification whenever the screenshot is being captured. So you can set this background screenshot mode for your contract, so that whenever this system will capture the screenshot of your team members, it will be in the background, and within seconds it will be updated in the screenshot report. And blurred screenshot, as the name suggests, is when the picture comes blurred. Now let's go back to the screenshot report. With this screenshot report, you get real-time information about how your employees spend their working time with randomly taken screen pictures. You see the mouse actions, keyboard scrolls, average actions per minute, and how much time the screenshot includes. Also, you can check some kind of computer details like local IP address, operating system, check the activity details per minute, see the application usages with URLs, tasks if you want to enable or disable. It also gives you, technical specifications about the computer details, as I have already mentioned. And let me highlight that in a workspace, you are completely free to give or disable permission for time tracking, time dilation option for your employees, in order to delete any time in case they, let's say, tracked on wrong projects, or for some reason they want to delete, reduce time. They can find the relevant screenshots and delete the screenshots in order to reduce time. Or this deletion can be done also from our time manager section. This is about the screenshots section, and also you do not have to worry about the safety of data. Why? Because the screenshot data is stored in the Amazon S3 cloud, and we definitely ensure that it is safe from any third-party use. We are approaching the last feature that I want to mention, and we can address your questions if you have any. The last time is edge time for time tracking. Here you will see this. I bet you have a question about what is this button about. If you click on the edge time feature, you will be able to manually request any time to fill the gap between your lost hours. Let's suppose you forgot to start your tracker for some kind of reasons and want to fill this gap between your tracked hours. You can manually add time, and your managers or the owner of the workspace can either edit the requests, can reject it or approve it. You can choose the project for which you want to request your time, select the task if there will be any task, set up your start time and end time of the manual time that will be added, and give a brief description of the reason you missed to start your tracker or whatever you were doing during those lost hours, and click add. In these cases, you can, your managers, once your managers accept your pending manual requests, it will be added to the total working hours, and problem solved. You have no hours lost. Okay, I think for today's session, I had my part. I introduced whatever I planned, and I would really love to see your questions. And I would really love to have all of you join for our next session, where we will cover even more interesting topics like remote communication and productivity, employee wellness, work-life balance, and how to collaborate with WebWork. We have the team chat feature, video meeting feature, and so forth.
All right.